All right. Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Single Moms Conversations with Kina. Day one listeners, big up yourself. Hey. And to all of my new ladies here, thank you so much for being here. You could be any place else in the world, but you'll listen to this OG. Y'all do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified as to whenever your auntie is dropping another one. And yes, ladies, this podcast is for us and by us. I am a proud single mother, and so are you. How y'all feeling? I miss y'all. I do. I miss you with all my heart. I really do. Like, I've been wanting to come on here and do a podcast, but my days and nights are becoming one, y'all. Between work and school and me not having a voice half the time, it's been crazy. I know you can hear my voice right now. It sounds funny. I don't sound the same. And it's because I talk all day long. That's what I do. And my voice is real husky. It's real husky. So if you could deal with this voice, I'll be here as much as I can. But it's been crazy. And I got sick. So yeah, it's been crazy. Seriously crazy. So I wanted to come on around Valentine's Day to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I really did, but it just didn't happen. But I hope you had a blessed and wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope that you took the opportunity to show love to yourself if you're single or in a relationship, and show love to our babies. You know, pick them up some chocolate, pick them up some things. I hope you did that. I had a really nice Valentine's Day. I got chocolate, I got candy. I work with children and they brought me gifts, and it was just like, oh my goodness, how do I not cry? How do I not cry? That's the ultimate love. Okay, the ultimate love is when your babies come and give you things, and my kids brought me stuff. So this is the first year I didn't really give. I just received, and it was like, oh my goodness, thank y'all for buying me such nice things, and it was wonderful. Also, I want to wish you a happy Black History Month. I know we're at the end of Black History Month, and I did a whole podcast on who originally started the civil rights movement in Montgomery, Alabama. And this is no shade to Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks is my grandmother's first cousin. So I have no beef with her, not at all. But she was not the first woman to ever say, I'm not sitting in the back of the bus. The first woman to ever say, I'm not sitting in the back of the bus was Claudette Colvin. Now, when I first covered this story, it said that she was already a teen mom. Okay, single mom. But now they're saying, because they change things, y'all, they change it. Okay, they're saying that she had her baby after she refused to give up the seat. Nevertheless, we bigging her up. She's a single mom, okay, and this is the mother of the civil rights movement. She didn't fit the profile. She didn't fit what they thought would work in terms of publicity. So this is why they chose Rosa. She was more docile. She had the look, you know what I'm saying? She was married. So this is why they chose her. But I covered this years ago. Okay. It's buried in those 400 podcasts. Okay. We're going to keep it real. And I don't usually disclose that Rosa Parks is my grandmother's first cousin, but I had to, because I don't want people coming and be like, oh, you hating, and how could I? There's no way. It's impossible. But anyway, into it. We want to wish you a happy Black History Month. And for all of you who didn't know about Claudette Colvin, you can look it up yourself and get that information out. I seen it trending on TikTok and I was so proud. I was like, I've been covered that, but you know what? I'm so glad that, people are knowing the truth. Okay, I'm glad that they're knowing the truth. All right, so now that we got all the technical stuff out the way, y'all, okay, we're going to get into this conversation, because this is the last day of February and this is the love month, and I want to talk to you about love. Why not, right? Why not? We need to. Love is very important. It's one of the most powerful energies you could ever have, and love has been used, y'all, to manipulate and to hurt women. And it's been so bad that these women are opting out. They're opting out. They're saying no more. No more. And I don't know, guys. Ladies, I don't know. I think that if you have bad love out there, you have to have good love, because you have to have balance. I do believe that good, righteous love is out there. The trick is finding it, right? The trick is finding it, looking for it and finding it. But I'm going to tell you my business, y'all. We're going to have this conversation about how I used to be a ride or die chick. This is a grown-up conversation. So do me a favor, put some earbuds in your ear. I don't curse. I don't swear. I don't say any of those things now, but we're going to have grown-up conversations, and our babies should not be exposed to grown-up conversations. Okay, so that means if a relative come by and they don't respect our children and they want to have grown-up talk around our children, we have to say, hold up, let me excuse my children. Okay, excuse me with your negative self coming in here with all that. Let me excuse my children, because they cannot process adult information, right? Our babies should be worried about Bluey and that soda pop song. Okay. Oh, y'all think Auntie ain't know about that soda pop song? Child, listen, my ears are to the street. Okay. I know about the soda pop song. I had to I had to Google the soda pop song, YouTube it, and child, I said, okay. Now, if you ask me to repeat one hook or bar or something from the soda pop song, I could not tell you, but I do know it exists. Okay. I know it exists. So there you have it. That's my disclosure, my disclaimer, all that good stuff. Put your earbuds in your ear, or this conversation doesn't need to be near our babies. All right, they got other things to think about. Okay, we keep we guard their gates. Remember, I used to say that all the time. We guard their gates. We guard their gates. But nevertheless, let's get into this conversation, y'all. I used to be a ride or die chick. Okay. And I want to say I was foolish and young, but I don't know if I was foolish or young. I don't think I was foolish. I think I was conditioned. I'm so serious. I'm going to blame it on somebody else. I'm not blaming myself. I'm going to blame it on somebody else. I do know, all jokes aside, that back in the days, there was a lot of programming that went on with women, especially in my community, in the African American community or black community, however you want to call it. A lot of programming going on in the music, and even in the videos. I remember when horror culture came and took over. I remember when the women used to wear clothes, y'all, on TV. Hey, you know, I'm born in 72. Just, it is what it is, okay? And I remember when women used to wear clothes. I do. But I also know that there was a programming that went on, and it's a part of the quote unquote Cinderella effect, in a sense, because there is a Cinderella program that programs women that the prince is coming, somebody's coming, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. With us, it was more like men can't be responsible for their actions when they're cheating on you or disrespecting you with other women and stuff like that, because they don't have any anything that they can work with that will stop them from doing that. So, and I'm trying to put it in words, but the words are not coming, but y'all know what I mean, right? So, self-control. There you go. Self-control. They have no self-control. So only us, it's our job to either control them or to forgive them if you want to have a man. Does that make any sense? So I did a whole podcast on this before. I used to get the lyrics. I used to bring up the lyrics, and we would go through the lyrics and show you the programming, right, that would go on in these songs. So what's her name? Betty Wright? Y'all know what I'm talking about. No pain, no gain, no stain. You know what I'm talking about, right? But anyway, she was the queen of the songs. And I remember hearing a I was earning my man while I was learning my man. Something you young girls might not understand. And I remember I was talking to this guy one day, and he was like, in order for me to marry a woman, she have to show me. She have to prove to me. And I was like, I wish you test me, because I will fail every time. I wish you would. This is after I got some sense, y'all. But prior to getting some sense, these are the songs that we heard. These are the things that we experienced as young women. I told this before. I would watch women go in the kitchen and talk about the men like a dog and tell all their secrets to other women and what was going on. And because I was eavesdropping, I was nosy, okay? That's why I'm telling you not to let the kids hear stuff, because I was nosy. And I remember how the men would come and get her. Like, it was so weird. She would just be in the kitchen complaining, okay, talking all this stuff. She's upset. She's basically dumping her trauma on everybody in a party in the kitchen. And as soon as he comes back, come on, she go. And I'm like, that's awkward. Like, why would you stay if he's treating you so bad? So these are things that we saw. You have Barbara and Shirley on the phone talking about woman to woman. If you ever been in love, then you know how I feel. I wish I could sing it, y'all. My voice is so messed up right now. I probably break this microphone trying to sing it. But you had Barbara calling Shirley. She calling her up, child, talking about, I buy everything. I buy his shoes. I buy his shirts. I buy his clothes. That car he drive, I brought it. So she's basically saying, I take care of this man. Right? So you can't have him because he's all I got, but I'm taking care of him. I'm doing everything for him. This was all a part of the programming. There was more songs, right? Definitely more songs, but those are the two that stood out to me. I'm sure you guys could think of some more songs. So what it did was it made a whole generation of women just be ride or die chicks. They even had a song about it. It's talking about, I need a ride or die chick, and you basically had your status of being a ride or die. Like, I knew guys who would have all of these girlfriends, but talking about, but this is my main girl. And this is normal. This is very normal. Where I grew up, there was a man, he had children, he had 8 daughters. Okay, it's not until I became 12, 13, I realized all these girls look alike, and they always was together. And my mother was like, yeah, because they got the same father. And I'm like, huh? This is crazy. So maybe it's 6 of them, but it was a lot of girls who looked just alike, which was crazy because he was having children all over, the projects where he was from. So this was supposed to just be normal behavior, and this is what we were conditioned to believe is normal. So it created a loyal ride or die chick, and that was me, right? And it's not like I didn't have the red flags. The red flags are always there. It's just that when we're in love, we don't see it, or we don't want to see it, or we forgive it. We might beef, boom, 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 yeah, we yelling, screaming, but then we stop. And then that love comes right back up, and it takes over, and then we back in the same cycles over and over and over and over again. So I was telling my coworker this, and that's what made me want to talk about this. I used to go to Pathmark to get my groceries, y'all. And we didn't have a car, me and the bum. We didn't have a car. And we had to take a cab home. He would help me, he would come with me shopping, take the cab home. And I'm there and I would buy food. And I remember one time I was by myself, and it was me and my daughter in the cab by myself. But I didn't know these dudes, they was watching. And these men were hustlers, right? They worked their regular jobs most of the time, and they did taxi. If you're from Brooklyn, back in the days, you understand, right? They worked their regular jobs, but then on the weekends or what have you, they would go out and they would go stand in front of the supermarkets and see who needed a taxi to go home. This is what happened. They had a rotation of everything. It's about that money. It's Brooklyn. You got to get your money. So he's driving me home one day, this man, and he was like an older man too. So he wasn't trying to talk to me or nothing like that. He wasn't trying to get with me. And he looked at me and he said, young lady, get out of this while you have one child. He said, I'm going to tell you this, and I know you might not agree with me. You might be upset with me. I don't care. This is what he said. He said, you're a decent woman. You're a decent young lady. You have one child. Get out of this now. Do not have more children with that man. That man is no good. And it was so weird. I was just looking at him and I'm shaking my head. Okay. He was like, okay, all right. Because they knew what they were seeing. Real men know what they were seeing. And that started waking me up. I know it sounds crazy, but that started waking me up to the bum and how horrible he was when other people could see me, right? Now, mind you, I've been going there since my oldest, she was a little baby. So they saw me with a little baby. These men was around for a long time. They would be there for a long time. So they saw me. She's a little baby. Now she's like 2. They still, and they letting me know, look, get out of this. Like, we see you with this dude. We know he's a bum. You come in here when it's time, food stamp time. So we know you're spending food stamps. Okay, we're going to keep it 100. He's a bum. And you need to get out of this. You need to get out of this. Like, he should be on the line trying to hustle and drive people. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he wasn't about that life. He was a complete bum. So this man, this stranger, this angel, he changed my life, y'all. He opened my eyes. He made me see. And I knew for once that somebody else is seeing what's going on. They're seeing that I'm being used. I'm a woman. I'm not supposed to be treated this way. He's supposed to want to get out and work for his family. He's supposed to want to be good to us. He's supposed to. And this man basically woke me up to it. I told you, it was men who helped me. It was men who basically, woke me up and was like, no, nah, sis, come on. You can't. Absolutely not. Like, no. So the old version of love for me was that ride or die chick, that one who made stuff happen when nothing was happening, the one who figured out the bills, the one who basically was taking care of a grown person and a child. That was the old me. When I turned 26, everything changed for me. I got rid of the bum. And I learned that, I ride for those who ride for me. Who you riding with me, I ride with you. But other than that, there's nothing I can really do about that. I ride for my kids. I ride for my family. That's love, But being there for somebody who's not there for me, who don't love me, who's only there to take from me, that's not love. It's not. And I'm going to blame Mr. Charlie. Okay. Trust me, Mr. Charlie always knew exactly what he was doing, but they also knew that they fed us a scarcity model so that women would believe that there's no men out there, there's no good men out there, there's no this, there's no that. So if you keep believing, you're going to get exactly what you believe. You're going to get it because that's what you believe. So you have no choice but to get it, right? But I'm saying all of this to say that it's cool to be a ride or die chick. I'm still a ride or die chick. But if you ride with me, I'm going to ride with you. If not, there's really nothing I could do about it. And also, I'm telling you this story to say that, look, when I was going through these things, because some of y'all going through stuff, right? Or been through stuff, and it might be a fresh wound. You might be freshly have just broken up with your child's father or something like that. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself because you have a good heart, you have a good mind, you have a good spirit, and you are a giver, and you love, and you are a ride or die. I don't want you to feel bad for that. I will never feel bad for being a ride or die chick. I'll never feel bad for being a pick-me-sha, as they call it, right? I'm not going to feel bad for being any of those things. I had to live and I had to learn, right? The same as you have to live and you got to learn. Don't sit around thinking, I look foolish, I'm stupid, I shouldn't have did. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. This is called life experience and growth. Look, this happened to me 30 years ago, right? And at the time, I probably was down on myself too, but nobody said to me, look, you're going to have more relationships, you're going to get older, everything's going to change. Nobody told me this, right? I'm just walking around feeling real like, dang, I'm foolish, right? People looking at me like, yo, she's a dummy. You know, when the truth is, I wasn't a dummy. I was a ride or die chick. I was in love. And some of y'all are ride or die chicks and you're in love too. And as long as you are learning from these experiences, you'll be okay. Now, the problem comes in when you don't learn from these experiences. I beg you all to learn from every lesson, especially when it comes to love, because love is the only thing that can take us out. We're very powerful people. We gave life. We gave life, literally. Okay? Your body produced a whole entire life. You're very powerful. But love is the one thing that can take you down. So, protect your heart. I will never tell you to walk around here with an open heart. You better protect your heart. You better go ahead and protect that thing. Don't fall in love with somebody like you 15 or 16. And if you feel like you out here and you wilding out and you not, I want to say this in a nice way, you're not doing things you're supposed to do. I need you, and you know what I'm talking about, right? You putting things to the side that you're supposed to be doing, chasing some dude. Right? It happens. I need you to get a hold of yourself, because you can make some mistakes with someone that will affect you and your children for the rest of your life. Okay? All right, I need you to step back, throw your hands up. As I used to tell y'all, don't be in there yelling at my kids. Okay, y'all get up and leave that room if you feel like you gotta keep yelling, screaming at our babies. Don't do that. Don't do that. Same thing when it comes to love. If you feel you can't control your emotions and you can't handle what's going on, I need you to digress respectfully. I need you to walk away. I need you to walk away, mommy. You can do it. I need you to walk away. I need you to say, you know what? I can't handle this. Because I've seen women be in love and they get hurt and they keep getting hurt. They keep getting hurt and their nervous system can't take it no more. It's a terrible thing. And she got kids and she got to take care of the kids. And you know what's the messed up part? A lot of times it be his kids that he knows she can't take care of no more, because he's wrecking her nervous system. He don't care. He care about what he want. He for self. Okay, if you're in that situation, you're not foolish. Surround yourself around some healthy, healing women if you can, and get yourself together. Okay, it takes time. You got to heal your mind, you got to heal your body, you got to heal your soul. All of that's taking a blow when you're taking emotional love blows. Okay, all right. I mean, can I go now? I'm about to get on up out of here, but y'all know, low key, I miss being a love doctor, y'all. I miss my show. I love talking about love and relationships. It's one of my most favoriteest things to talk about. I don't know if y'all think I should go back and do cherry letters again. Let me know. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for being here. For real, thank you so much for being here. You could be any place else in the world, but you're here rocking with this OG. And ladies, if no one has told you that they love you, I want you to know that Auntie loves you. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? All right, y'all. Peace.
Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. Time to pull a drop top out. Summer nights, it's a vibe, yeah. We've been keeping it in the house. Netflix and chillin', I GDM'in', yeah. Didn't wanna share my love till I found someone I'm sure of. Young and untamed, I've been out of range, keeping it low. But I wanna be bold with it. Don't care who we told about it. Wow, baby, got a hold on it. Let love unfold tonight. They'll be calling us gold. No lie, so fair with it. You can let them stare at it. Now I'm prepared for it. Instead of love out loud, since we ain't going nowhere. So tonight, baby, meet me. Timing's right, so right. Our romance to be, can't deny. Love the things we do when it's just us two. But tonight, meet me outside. Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. I'm a good catch, but I never let him catch me. No, I never let him claim me. Wild thing try to tame me, but you got my mood on sunshine. Let's take a trip